Hey there, Liam. Hope you're having a great day. Today is your video lessons. Two things I want to talk about. I'll talk about those two things, and if you have questions or want me to look at anything, have your mom or dad shoot me over a message on me about that to answer. So let's get to it. So thanks for sending over the video of you going over your major scales. What I want to talk about today, though, however, are your cage chords and making sure, seeing how where we are in the big project of linking all the different basic triad shapes together. What I would want you to do this week is there's three forms that we've talked about so far, and you should have those figured out pretty well for a couple of different chord voicings. So we've talked about E form, which is this shape right here, this E chord, and how if we move this here, it becomes a G chord, it becomes A chord, all that good stuff right there. So you want to make sure that you know this, not only this voicing, but what it's also called, right? So we have our E form, right? And then we have our C form, which is this guy right here. And we also have our A form, right? Those are the three forms that we've gone, according to my notes, those are the three that we've gone through for our major chords. So if I said, hey, I'm gonna play all my G chords that I know, I can start here with my first G, right? Then I go to my bar here, and then the other one I taught you is this one, C form, and then A form. So I have my G form G chord, I have E form G chord, I have C form G chord, and I have A form G chord. You should be able to sail up and down the neck pretty easily with those bar chords, or with those cage chords, I should say. The chords I would focus on being able to do it in the key of C, in the key of D, in the key of G. So I'll go, okay, I want a C chord, C form, C chord, A form, and then, what was the other one? Then E form, right? And then all the way back to the beginning again, right? I'm sure you have enough frets to do that one. And then doing the same thing with the D chords. We've got the easiest D chord I can play down here open, and I go, C form, and then to A form, and then to E form. Right? You get those three forms down, man, you can actually get a lot done on the guitar. Really, that's what these players were doing, man, when you hear John Mayer play all this kind of... That's what he's doing, man. He's caged all over the fretboard. And he's doing a lot of his pentatonics in there as well, but that takes a long time to get down. So get those three major shapes. As far as the minor forms are concerned, I would do E minor form and then A minor form, right? Those are the two I would get down first. And I would do those with the E minor shape. So E minor here and then A minor there. And then as far as a song to work on that we'll use these concepts with, so first thing this week is just get those forms down for me, and then what we're talking about next time, we'll take a song like this one right here, Heart of Gold by Neil Young. It's a great song. Has a section in there where we can practice doing our cage chords all over the fretboard. The intro riff to the song is this. So that's the riff right there. It starts off with an E minor 7 chord without the pinky on. So bass, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D, 1, 2, E minor, plain old E minor, and then we'll run up the strings. 0, 2, 0, 2, back to open. So start on that intro riff right there, and then what we'll do is for this song is we'll actually go through and see how many different ways we can play the verse section with all of our new cage chords. Once you get those cage chords down, and then we start the conversation about how to apply pentatonics. And so you're going to do the big cage first, right? And then you do the partial cage shapes, and then you start combining it with the pentatonics. And that's when you start getting into the John Mayer kind of thing, with all those, like, you'll hit the chord. like the song Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, that would be a great one to exercise those kinds of skills. So, all right, man, work on that for me, and I will see you next week. Take care.